Hey Mac, how's it going? I just wanted to get this video together for you so you could see kind of what I did with these neodyme magnets. So just for this example, I didn't actually seal these magnets inside the Formicaria. They're just sitting there flush with the side. But I took, I think 4 or 5 of them and embedded them in. I actually drilled the hole with a little pin drill. It's a small hobby drill. Hand drill type guy. Don't know if you've ever seen these. Drilled the pilot hole and then just use a larger bit that actually fits the magnets just right. I think they're a quarter inch, or I couldn't tell you exactly the size. I don't know. But depending on which size magnet you use, obviously you'd have to adapt to that. But the way that this works out is with the magnets glued on the opposite end, and you just slide it right on, and you can probably hear it click. Again, this is only with 2 sides, but of course it's not going to focus. There's no gap there. There's no pressure on it whatsoever from my hand. And that is flush all the way across. There might be a little bit of a gap there just because it pulled up, because they're not seated in there with glue or silicone or whatever. And to kind of get a feel for that, just even with the 2 sides done, I mean, it's in there. It's flapping around, obviously, because it's acting as a hinge. But with another 2 or even 3 along the short ends on either side, I don't think that's going to go anywhere. So you might not even need to consider having a safety clamp, just because the magnets are so strong. And it takes a decent amount of force to pull them out. In this case I would have to slide them because they're not seated. But additionally, if you couldn't find, I don't know how well glue would work to hold these in place. So another thing I was thinking of actually is having, if you drill holes from the back all the way up just shy of the front face, so the magnets would sit inside of it. Let's see if we can get this up here. So they'd sit just inside, like so, and then have maybe a putty or grout plugging the back hole down on the back side so they don't slide back out. But that way, on the front face, you actually wouldn't have any holes. The magnets would be inside, so there's no way for them to pull out, if you get where I'm going with that. For the picture frame plastic that I glued them on, I just used a model super glue, and that light is probably going to wash it out. I just zap a gap, and I used some zip kick. Pardon the mess, this is my my workbench, so sorry, but the zip kick basically just instantly dries super glue. So that's what I did with that, and it worked pretty well. I was actually a little bit surprised with how snugly it fit. If that's something that you want to try out, just from this little proof of concept, it works. I don't know how important the silicone seal is as far as humidity control. I've seen an awful lot of open air Formicarium for Atta and other fungus growers, so maybe that's not necessarily a concern. If it is, then I don't know, maybe figure out some sort of gasket that you could line on the outside, both on the glass and on the Formicarium, so it would have an airtight seal. But again, I don't know if that's something that's required or not. Additionally, I'm not sure what effect the magnets would have on ants. I don't know if the magnetic field that they generate is strong enough to do anything, so I guess that would require some testing. If you have any more questions, let me know. I'll answer them to the best of my ability, but basically you know what I know at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot you this video, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.